All right, so get this. Today, we are diving deep into this YouTube channel.
Okay.
Hypnovibes.
I've heard of this.
Have you seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Hypno channeling, right?
Yeah.
And it's
fascinating.
It's so interesting because it's like they're accessing like higher consciousness.
Right, like a universal knowledge base or something.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Through a hypnotic state. It's really wild.
Yeah, yeah.
And so the session we're going to look at is with Naomi, who's the hypnotist.
Okay.
And Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
And Jessica's higher self is being channeled.
Right.
But the thing that's so interesting is that her dreams involve her classmate, Mike, and Naomi, the hypnotist.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, what's going on here?
That's interesting, yeah. Right. Dreams are always so fascinating.
Oh, they're so fascinating.
Yeah.
So she has this dream, and she sees Mike, her classmate, and Naomi, the hypnotist, in it.
Interesting.
But here's the thing. There's a drawing, and it's like a cover-up.
Oh, wow.
For something else.
Like hiding something.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like, what is that? What is that hiding?
Yeah, that definitely piques your curiosity.
Totally. And then as they get deeper, Naomi's like, Mike is a starseed.
Oh, interesting.
But he doesn't know it.
He doesn't know it.
No.
Oh, wow.
And so it's like...
That's a whole other concept.
Yeah. And I don't know if people listening are familiar with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically this idea that maybe some souls originate from...
Other planets?
Other planets or other solar systems?
Right.
It's pretty wild when you think about it.
It is wild. But then it gets even weirder.
Okay.
So Jessica, Mike, and Naomi were all in the same school together.
Oh, wow.
But in another realm.
Okay.
They were all learning different things.
Right.
But they were energetically connected.
Wow. That's fascinating.
It's really wild. So think about that.
I know. It really makes you think about, like, how are we all connected? Right?
I know. And even when we're physically separated, are we actually?
Exactly.
And so one of the things that really stood out to me was this idea of requesting soul learning.
Oh, interesting.
Like, what if?
What if we can actually choose what our soul wants to learn?
Yes.
That's pretty powerful.
Right. Like, what if we can actually have a say in what our soul learns and experiences?
That's kind of empowering, isn't it?
It is really empowering.
Yeah.
And so in this session, Jessica's higher self reveals that she is having a tough time with romantic relationships.
Oh, okay.
And,
that's relatable.
Right. So relatable.
A lot of people.
But it's like even
souls with this knowledge can still struggle with human stuff.
I know.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So it turns out that it's because she's lacking experience in that area.
Interesting.
Even in past lives.
Oh, wow.
So it's like she hasn't really focused on romantic relationships in other lifetimes.
So this is like a new thing for her.
This is like a brand new thing.
Wow.
So it's like she's starting from scratch.
That's a really interesting perspective.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, wow.
It makes you wonder what we're all here to learn.
Yeah, exactly. And what's so interesting is that Mike, who is the starseed classmate, he also has trouble with romantic relationships. They both kind of freeze up and get shy. I know, isn't that interesting?
That's cute.
It is kind of cute.
Yeah.
But it's like...
But it also makes you wonder if that's more than just coincidence.
Right.
Like, is there something deeper there?
Yeah.
Because of their connection, maybe, and their school didn't teach them about romantic relationships.
Oh.
So it's like...
That's a big omission.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
From the curriculum.
Yeah.
Like, what else did they miss?
Right. What else is missing?
Yeah.
They aced everything else, but flunked romance.
Totally.
But they can request to learn about it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Like, we can actually choose.
Yeah, like, what if we have that power?
Yeah.
To be like, hey, universe.
I will learn this.
I want to learn this.
Next lifetime, put that in my curriculum.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, so speaking of curriculum.
Yeah.
Remember that drawing?
Yes.
It was a cover-up.
It was?
Yeah.
What was it covering up?
Well, it's something that can't be revealed yet.
Oh, so we don't know.
We don't know yet.
Okay.
Like, it's too much.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So you're not ready yet.
You're not ready for that.
Interesting.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Jessica and Mike
right.
go to the same school in this lifetime.
Okay.
But they're in different grades.
Okay.
But, you know.
You think that would matter.
You'd think that would matter. Right.
Yeah.
But her higher self is like.
Yeah.
time is irrelevant.
Oh, wow.
When it comes to soul connections.
So age is just a number, basically.
Yeah, age is just a number.
Interesting.
Mike chose to incarnate in this particular time for a reason.
Like it's all part of the plan?
It's all part of his soul's plan.
Right.
Even though he doesn't consciously know it yet.
Oh, wow. That's fascinating.
Yeah, so her higher self is basically like, don't overthink it.
Right.
Don't try to force connections.
Okay.
The timing will naturally unfold.
When it's meant to be.
Yeah.
That's a good reminder for everyone, I think.
Right. It's like, just trust the process.
Yeah, just trust the process.
So, they're in different classrooms, learning different things, but she feels a strong bond.
Oh, that's nice.
But she says it's not too different, but also not very similar.
Interesting.
So I thought that was kind of an interesting...
Yeah, like there's some similarities, but also their own paths.
Their own thing going on.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that's really crazy.
What?
Sometimes they experience the same physical sensations or emotions.
Oh, wow.
Even when they're not physically together.
Interesting.
Like she's not feeling well.
Yeah.
And he feels it too.
Oh, wow.
So it's like...
That's trippy.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, are they energetically connected?
You would think so, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
So crazy.
Yeah.
And remember how they were saying that their school didn't teach them about romantic relationships?
Right. Yeah.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't get that.
They missed that chapter.
They missed that chapter.
It makes you wonder what else they might be missing.
I know. That's such a good point.
What are we not requesting to learn?
Right. What are we just blindly going through life?
Yeah.
Not even realizing that we could be learning this other thing.
What are we skipping over?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so Jessica's higher self is like, connections will reveal themselves in the right timing.
Okay.
So
don't stress. Don't stress.
It'll happen when it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust the process.
I love that.
Yeah. It's like surrender and just let it happen.
Exactly. Just go with the flow.
Okay, so we are wrapping up this deep dive into hypno-vibes.
It's been fascinating.
I know. What are some of the things that really stood out to you from this session?
So the whole starseed thing?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty mind-blowing, right?
It is mind-blowing.
That we could have souls coming from other planets.
I know.
You know, what does that mean? Yeah, like what does that even mean for us?
Right.
And then this idea that we're all energetically connected.
Even when we're not physically together.
I know. It's like, whoa.
Whoa.
Right. And then
the fact that we can actually request to learn things.
Yes.
Like on a soul level.
I love that.
That's my favorite part.
It's so empowering.
It is. It's like we have more control than we think we do.
We're not just victims of circumstance.
Exactly.
We actually have a choice in what our soul experiences.
Yeah, I love that.
And, even though they're these advanced souls, they still have things to learn.
They do.
It's like they're not perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
Even these advanced souls. Still got stuff to work on.
Yeah, they've got their stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that that's hopeful.
I think so, too.
In a way.
And it's like there's always room for growth.
Right.
Like
we don't have to have it all figured out.
No.
That's comforting, I think.
It is.
I just keep thinking, what else is hidden in our subconscious?
Right. It makes you wonder what's in there.
What are those dreams telling us?
Exactly.
Maybe we should all try hypno-channeling.
Maybe we should,
If you guys are interested in learning more about this and kind of getting deeper with these concepts, Naomi's book.
Oh, yeah.
The Next Level.
That's a good one.
It's a great place to start.
Yeah. Highly recommend it.
So as we end this deep dive, one last question for everyone.
Right.
If you could learn one thing on a soul level, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I know, right?
Yeah.
What's calling to you?
What does your soul want to know?
What does your soul want to learn?
That's a good question to ponder.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Keep diving deep.
Keep exploring.
Explore those infinite possibilities.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Time. I like to invite this appropriate energy, explain about Jessica's dream, and this energy will come through when I count to 3. 1, coming through this body. 2, almost here, and 3. Nice to be with you again today. And so if you can let her know, she had some Interesting dream.
What is it about?
He said one is with classmate Mike. He is saying, he's saying that he's one of the star seeds.
Yes, he's from a very different and old solar planet system, and they were once in the same.
So Jessica and Mike?
Yes.
So Mike is considered.
Yes.
Yeah. But he doesn't know yet.
To push it. The timing happens for a reason. He will feel compelled to do.
So Jessica had this dream just because they're.
Yes, and they were connecting on a more of an energetic level. Because he wanted to ask her something, and
how about she said, I just heard, but I don't remember exactly. She said also, I was in the dream with Jessica.
Yes, you guys were also connecting on an energetic level. You guys were in the same school in different classrooms.
Different classrooms, learning different things.
Yes.
Before we came
on Earth.
Right now?
Energetic symbol.
So that's can we say that's another aspect of us?
You can say that is more of for what you guys were doing that night, that was going on.
That night?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not supposed to know too much.
You guys were learning different things on a spiritual level in the same school, in different classrooms.
Even when we're conscious.
You're not using this physical body to do that.
And because we don't need to.
It's on a higher soul level, yes.
So it's happening at this, I see. And this learning is something we'll know.
A lot of symbolism in the fact that you all three graduated into a new grade and was separated into different classrooms.
Of me, Jessica, and...
Yes.
Oh. So Mike is right now a teenager. That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
His timing doesn't matter. Time really does not matter.
Right.
But there is a specific reason why he chose to incarnate in a certain year. Because that suits his life path the best.
I see. And also he will meet with us for a reason.
Yes.
And that's why I talk.
But do not think things or try to guess for what reason. Just allow things to play out.
Of course. And he's funny, and I talk to him very often.
Yes. Because you guys went to the same school.
And just learning different things.
Learning different things.
Very different?
Not too different. Different department, as you could say. But it's not very similar, but it's also not very different.
I see. Yeah, that's why I feel, let's say, when Jessica is not doing physically, or when she feels, oh, I'm not hungry, and I have the same symptom.
Connection.
Or when I'm feeling something with someone, and she's also meeting with someone, that she feel this romantic connection.
Yes.
Yeah, and we have the same kind of way of doing things. Right? It's like a really...
Yes, the school did not teach you guys how to deal with romantic relationships.
That's the reason. That's why we have a hard time.
To learn.
How to request.
Put that in your intention, and you'll see whether your higher self thinks that is appropriate.
Oh, really? We need to learn that part?
In a sense, yes, if you guys both freeze up.
So we feel we never learned?
Have not been in this situation many times before, even in parallel lives and realities.
But how about, past lives? I thought we did have romantic relationships.
Well, that's also one reason why you feel shy, because the energy and the soul connection is there.
Right.
But nothing is happening, which is why it's very unbalanced in so many different ways. And sometimes the feelings and emotions can be very overwhelming. It doesn't make much sense because there's not much happening physically. So there needs to be a balance.
So we need to kind of learn something.
Yes, there's always something to be learned from this.
Wow, interesting. We did not know we can make a request. And I'm sure Jessica will make many requests.
Yes, she makes a lot of requests.
Oh, she does anyway?
She likes to heal herself, as you know.
That's very good. Like, I wouldn't like voluntarily and say, oh, okay, maybe I'm doing that unconsciously. I wouldn't consciously say, I want to heal more. I feel that's very good if someone constantly. So I'm sure besides Mike, we have other people from the same school.
Could be, could not be. Things will reveal itself to you in the right timing.
I see. I don't know why. Today everyone through this body is talking a little bit differently. Not in a bad way.
She is just a different version of herself.
Oh.
Just adjusting to the energy.
That's interesting. She talks much karma.
Yes.
Oh. I thought it just out from her and very different from before. Wow, that's good to know. And thank you again. I have other things to ask a different being, but always a pleasure speaking with you.